很高兴今天在这边跟大家分享我们政大商学院 ETP 英语学程的部分课程。希望今天介绍的主题能有效地提升各位在英语学习方面的成效。那今天这一节呢，我要来介绍如何用英语新闻来自我练习阅读和口语的技巧。其实不用等到找到人来给你练习口语，自己就可以。新闻是个很好的资源。Okay, for the following parts, I will use English to introduce this topic. As I said, this is a part of our ETP program, and in today's short clip, I will only focus on how to utilize English news to practice reading skills and speaking skills. Here we go. The reading skills. So while you're searching for the news, browsing all the titles, you are actually practicing skimming skills. So skimming the title, and if you think that's interesting, you can click and scan for more information so that you are practicing scanning skills. Scanning for the information, if that's to your interest, then you can settle for your final one to study. If no, go back to the skimming process and do more scanning. So until you rest the final ones to sit down to do the close reading. While you're doing close reading, when you do the close reading, read it orally. Why read it orally? So it is to make your tongue familiar with the sound system and you know how to pronounce the word properly. But when you come to the sentence, okay, it comes to intonation and with the linking sound and when to breathe, when to stop, that all the reason comes out. So when you read it orally, the whole news article, you read along, you're practicing all the sound systems there. And then you read it actively. This is to ensure you understand the news. So you highlight some phrases, take notes of some important ideas about the news. And the last part of the reading is to read it critically. You don't have to 100% believe what you read. Be suspicious, be curious about what you've read. They might have some bias about the news. You need to have your own judgment. All right, so all about the reading process and the skills you can practice. After your reading, now think over what you have read, the notes, okay, highlights you have marked, and some questions you raised during the process. Now it's time to interact with the news with yourself. So now you can voice your comment on the news and some possible answers to the questions you've raised, and by processing your thoughts and express them in English this way. About the speaking skills, that's about the reading we've been through. Now, talking about speaking, actually through the reading process, you are doing the speaking as well. And these speaking skills, we process actually two types of speaking skills here. The first one is about the sound. When we learn a language, we need to make conversation with people. When you make conversation, you need to sound properly. So when you read orally with the news, you are practicing the sound, to sound it properly, to familiar with the sound system. And when you need to converse with people, you need to show your ideas, to process your information and express them properly. So when we interact with the news this way, you are actually practicing how to turn your thoughts in English this way. So by the time, when you need to start a conversation with people, you can sound properly, you can express yourself properly this way. Okay, so this is the speaking practice you do on your own before you start to do the conversation with people. So now, let's recap some of the main points for this clip. First, by reading English news orally, you can train your tongue familiar with the English sound system. By commenting the news, you can train your brain to express your thoughts in English. The last one, by doing so, there's no need to wait for someone to practice speaking with you. You can do this with yourself. Okay. If you can practice the English news review this way, you will voice yourself properly and naturally when the time you need to start a conversation with people. Well, that's all for this short clip. In our ETP course, we will have thorough practice of all 4 language skills, okay, through these news review activities. We sincerely invite you to join us and explore more. Now, why not go find some interesting news and try practice English this way with yourself? Have fun. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.